Asteroids have been hitting Earth for billions of years, long before there were dinosaurs or people. And in general, Earth does a pretty good job defending itself from these rocky visitors from space. But every once in a while, an asteroid slips past the planet's defenses and makes impact. So what if it happened again? How would we fare if an asteroid were to hurtle toward Earth and smash into our home planet? It all depends on the size of the space rock. A small asteroid, about 5 kilometers or 3 miles across, strikes Earth. This wouldn't be the first time. In 1908, a small asteroid hit near the Tunguska River in Siberia, leveling trees over an area of about 830 square miles, roughly the size of Los Angeles. The energy released by the explosion? Around 12 megatons of TNT. That's about 30 times more powerful than the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. The asteroid that hit Tunguska was roughly 50 meters, or 160 feet, across. It weighed about 300,000 tons. A space rock of that size today wouldn't cause much more damage than the one that hit Siberia. We might lose a few buildings and a lot of cell towers, but all in all, we'd probably be okay. But what if the asteroid were bigger? Say, 10 kilometers or 6 miles wide. Asteroids this size hit Earth maybe once every million years. A famous example is the Barringer crater in Arizona, formed when an asteroid about 6 miles across slammed into Earth around 50,000 years ago. That impact released the energy of about 300,000 nuclear bombs and left behind a crater 40 stories deep. An asteroid that size would cause massive destruction. It would leave a crater 10 kilometers or 6 miles wide and obliterate everything around it. Cities within 100 kilometers or 60 miles of impact would be completely destroyed. Thousands of square kilometers of forests and farmland leveled. The dust thrown into the atmosphere would block out the sun. Global temperatures would plummet. Crops would fail. People would have to survive on stored food. But if we could dig up a few cans of lima beans, we'd probably make it through. Worst case scenario, we'd suffer a few years of hardship, but eventually, things would return to normal. Now, what if the asteroid were even bigger? Say, 30 kilometers or 19 miles across. Asteroids like that are extremely rare, maybe once every 100 million years. But they carry unimaginable destructive power. The asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs was about 10 kilometers across, and it did a pretty thorough job. Most major cities on Earth lie within 100 kilometers of a coast, so we could probably save lives with a few days' notice, get people to higher ground. But even then, the damage would be catastrophic. Coastal cities would be swallowed by massive tsunamis. Entire countries could be wiped off the map in an instant, forests flattened, farmland turned into deserts, and global temperatures would plummet. Plants and animals that couldn't adapt to the sudden climate change would go extinct, including many species we haven't even discovered yet. Humans would likely survive, at least for a while, thanks to our ability to band together and adapt. But life as we know it would end. In fact, scientists believe that this type of asteroid impact may have caused Earth's mass extinction event, which wiped out not just the dinosaurs, but also many other forms of life. There's evidence that a large asteroid impact triggered the Devonian mass extinction, which occurred about 359 million years ago, and wiped out an estimated 75% of all species. Other impacts may have contributed to smaller extinction events, including the Ordovician extinction, which happened about 443 million years ago, and the late Triassic extinction around 201 million years ago. But what if the asteroid were even bigger, 100 kilometers or 62 miles across? We don't really know what an asteroid that large would do, because it hasn't happened since the planet was formed. We can assume the devastation would be immense. Entire continents destroyed. Most of the oceans boiled away. Earth's atmosphere would be obliterated, its crust vaporized. In the end, Earth would be nothing more than a barren, lifeless rock. So, let's hope that doesn't happen anytime soon. Although an asteroid that big isn't coming our way anytime soon, smaller asteroids still pose a real threat. NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory currently tracks about 27,000 asteroids. That could potentially hit Earth. The good news? None of them are expected to hit us in the next 100 years or so, but it's only a matter of time before something slips past Earth's defenses. And when that happens, we'll need to be ready. Right now, our best chance of deflecting an asteroid is to blow it apart with a nuclear bomb. But doing that could be tricky, especially if the asteroid is very far away. So scientists are exploring other options, like attaching a spacecraft to the asteroid and letting its gravity gently pull it off course. It may take time to perfect these techniques, but if we can stop an asteroid before it hits Earth, we just might avoid the fate of the dinosaurs. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.